Okay. We know we were misled about the GPS. Now we got Nancy Grace on the case. We finna go ahead and review Nancy Grace and the Girls Get Down. You know I'm Jay Lava. I scour the internet so that you don't have to. And here we go. We finna jump right into it. I ain't gonna take no time to get on the grind. Come on, Nancy. What you talking about? They just said Nancy Grace just stepped into place. So this better be good, is what I'm trying to say. Come on now. What we got?
Bombshell tonight. The dead teen's messages deleted after his body washes ashore.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. I want to thank you for being with us.
It's going down. Shorty said, hey, look at that. Just as soon as you see that face, you know she means business. Let's see what she got to say. Because, the hype could be the hype. We don't know exactly what's going to go down, but let's see what's popping.
Goes missing. His body spotted by the United Cajun Navy, washed ashore. We have obtained that photo. We are choosing tonight not to show it. That last sound from our friends at NBC joining me in all-star panel, but first straight out to Todd Terrell, representing the United Cajun Navy, participating in the water search for Nolan Wells. Todd, thank you for being with us. What did you observe?
Horn Island, that area right there is an area that we have seaplanes that we operate back and forth to the island, taking people back and forth fishing, or oil field workers, back off to rigs and stuff. That morning, the body was observed on the northwest portion of Horn Island, which is not unusual for someone to drown and be washed up in that area. There was a park ranger that was on the island that actually had spotted the body, and we were calling in down to law enforcement officials on the ground what we saw from the air.
Todd Terrell joining us from the United Cajun Navy, called in to participate in the water search for this young star athlete, Nolan Wells. Tonight, mystery swirling around his death. How is it that a group of his friends go out on a boat? They go to a remote Horn Island. There is nobody there. It's uninhabited. There are no phones. There are no bathrooms. It's just a hangout place. How does he end up dead on the shore and everybody else makes it back? I want you to hear one more time what the group is saying about that day.
They met that day, and it was kind of one of those things. It did come off that day that he really did like her, but that was the only time they'd ever hung out, was at Horn Island on July 4th.
From our friends at GMA, who is she? Where is she?
Right.
What, if anything, did she have to do, if there is a she, with Nolan's death? That's from our friends at GMA. Back to you, Todd Terrell, and I'm about to go to Caitlin Becker, senior national correspondent, New York Post, on the story from the get-go. Todd, you stated to me that it's, quote, not unusual for bodies to wash ashore in that spot. What do you mean by that? Because if it was that common, wouldn't this be designated a dangerous area and there would be warning signs? What do you mean it's not unusual? I find that hard to believe.
Well, many areas along the coast of the whole Gulf Coast area is a dangerous area. I don't believe they could put up signs anywhere. I think it should be known that these are bad areas. The rip current is very bad in that northwestern portion. We call it the washing machine, actually. It's an area where the current just rolls round and round in there, kind of like a washing machine. And one of the interesting things was where Nolan was found was probably pretty close to where the incident occurred. So the body didn't go that far.
Okay, what incident? Was there an incident? Are you suggesting Todd Terrell, joining us tonight from the United Cajun Navy, our friends, by the way, at the United Cajun Navy? They are called in on many missing persons case. Todd, you stated the incident. What incident? You mean he didn't drown?
We're saying that whatever happened, we're calling an incident. Our job as United Cajun Navy is to bring people home back to their families, first of all, alive. Second of all, recover the body if possible. We knew in this case, the time frame that was involved, that we were looking for a recovery at this point. But when I said the incident, something happened to make Nolan not be with us anymore. It appears as though it was a drowning. You know, there was a lot of rumors about him being brought back to the land 10 miles away and you know, brought back out there and dumped off. I don't believe any of that is true. Whatever happened in that water, we're calling the incident. You know, the water goes from 2 to 3 foot to like 20 feet real quick. You know, there was some underage kids out there drinking. It's an island, you know, there's no IDs being checked or anything like that. So when we said an incident, there's anything that could have happened. And not every person that drowns do you hear screaming and hooping and hollering. But at this point, our job was to bring Nolan home, and we did that.
What was observed? Guys, you're seeing right now from our friends at the United Cajun Navy the video taken from their aerial craft. On the beach, you see a grouping of individuals. Now, from another source, we have obtained photos of Nolan's body that we are not showing. It's just not right. But I can tell you, when you see that grouping of people on the beach, they look like little ant figures from this high up above, but that is where Nolan's body is. They're standing around it. As I recall, Todd Terrell, Nolan was face down, still fully clothed on the beach. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. He was face down, which would have meant that he drowned. Now, when we say he was found fully clothed on the beach, it was in the same vicinity of where he possibly drowned, you know, right there. So it was not uncommon for the body to have washed up right there. That being said, that area full of rip currents really strong right there goes from 2 to 3 foot to 20 feet pretty much within a couple steps. So that being said, whatever happened really close to where the body was found.
You know, Todd Terrell, I don't mean to be giving you a hard time. This is not about you. The United Cajun Navy are the protagonist in this scenario. You're the good guys. I've just got so many questions about how this happened. Was there anyone else on Horn Island when Nolan's body was found?
Now, there was the park ranger was out there, and there was some law enforcement officials that actually had their boats anchored out there. You know, they were kind of like waiting around for a call of what to do. What people don't realize is when you're looking for a body on the water, especially in the Gulf where you have waves going and you have white caps, it's a little bit harder to see. When you're in a boat, you can only kind of see the vicinity around you. So when we put these seaplanes up in the air, we can get a much more visual of the much more bigger area. And these seaplanes can go low and slow. So what we do is we stay in contact with the officials on the ground and tell them what we see. And if they see something too, they can relay it up to us and we can go investigate it. So in this case, there were several law enforcement boats that were just kind of hanging out in the area on the island. And there was numerous other boats in the area, you know, circling and looking. But the body was found by a park ranger as it washed up on the beach.
You know, I'm very curious, Todd. Guys, joining us, Todd Terrell with United Cajun Navy. When I said, was anyone else on the island when Nolan's body was found? Your answer was completely 100% accurate, but let me rephrase and refine my question. You're saying the park ranger found him. That leads me to believe there were no friends. There was no newly met girlfriend. So am I left to believe that he goes out swimming all on his own and the friend girl leaves, the mates from school leave, everybody just leaves him out in the water and he dies and then just conveniently washes ashore? Somebody just left him out in the water? Does that make sense to you, Todd Terrell?
Well, you know, being a person that goes to this island and several other areas that you can only get to by boat. We have some restaurants and bars in Louisiana that you can only get to by boat, which means you have to hitch a ride with somebody on a boat or that has a boat to get there, which a lot of things could go wrong in that scenario. But as far as what we believe, I believe that Nolan went out there with a group of friends. They were friendly, obviously so, because he was even out there. I mean, you got to understand, to go to an island, you have to have a boat, which means you have to have friends, which you have to have people that kind of like you to even bring you out there. So when Nolan got out there, the group of guys he was with, they decided to come in a little bit earlier. They were having some engine trouble in their boat, which is not uncommon. Happens a lot. Nolan, for whatever reason, decided to stay on the island, which is not uncommon. He could have, had this girl he was talking to. He could have just, for whatever reason, decided to stay. Not uncommon. That doesn't give us any reason to think foul play or anything was involved there. The issue is, when he stayed on the island, he had to hitch a ride back in with somebody. And there's where the issue becomes, who did he hitch a ride back in exactly? How were these people connected to him? How did they know him? And it's not uncommon for you not to know somebody at all and just say, hey, I need to ride back in. And they say, yeah, come on, get in the boat with us. So if I say, hey, Nancy, come on, get in the boat with us, that means at that point we're responsible for you.
But Todd, here's my issue. Again, I agree with what you said, but the critical moment is somebody had to leave him there alone for the rest of the scenario that you're describing to unfold. He had to be alone. And Todd, and I'm going to bring in the rest of the panel, I want you to hear this. That is from Anna Moore on Snapchat, and you have to listen very intently to hear what she claims is being said. Todd Terrell, United Cajun Navy, please don't move. Joining me now, Caitlin Becker, the senior national correspondent at New York Post. She is the star of New York Post Cast. New York Post Cast. That's her podcast. Caitlin, thank you for being with us. Now, according to what this Anna Moore on Snapchat has revealed, you can hear, and this is also according to the attorneys, give me my effing phone. This is Nolan reportedly talking. What the F are you doing? The friend, they claim, Tristan Shepard. I can't tell that from what I'm hearing. The friend says, get off me. Get the F off this boat. F you, bro. Now, the voice we believe is Nolan's is, give my effing phone. What the F are you doing? And then another voice, get off me. Get the F off this boat. F you. Okay. What do we know? And Caitlin Becker, joining us from New York Post, who is this mysterious friend girl? Because I want to talk to her.
I want to talk to her too, Nancy. The video is tough. The Snapchat is really tough because you do clearly hear an angry altercation. There is the assumption that we're working off of that it is Nolan. However, a few other friends have confirmed it's not Nolan. There's actually someone who said it was me, not him. So you have someone coming forward saying that is not him on the video. So then did no altercation actually take place, or is someone jumping in saying that's me to misdirect or to redirect us from looking at it? That's the one question. The other question that you asked is, who's the girl? Her name is apparently, allegedly, Katie. That's kind of all we know, just Katie. Someone purporting to be related to Katie went on social media, and this is not something that we've been able to confirm, nor have investigators confirmed it. But according to this person, Katie said, we met, we talked, he seemed like he was going back on the boat with his friends, and that was that. So Katie...
Okay, hold on right there. Caitlin Becker. Caitlin. Right there. The girl, if she exists, says they talked, they chatted it up, probably flirting with each other, if accounts are true. Then he leaves to go back to the boat with his friends. But according to the friends, he stayed with her. Right there, that is a conflict. That doesn't fit. Now, Caitlin Becker and the rest of the panel, I want you to hear this.
Is that Nolan in the video?
I can't tell. It's too far away. But in that video, I feel like the voices are too clear. Like from the side, it's too clear for it to be that far away. for it to be Nolan arguing. And then also that altercation, it sounds just like my other friend that got into the altercation on the boat. And they were trying to, like, as he was in that altercation, I was calming him down. They were trying to get him out off the island. They were trying to get him back to land because he was just losing it.
Okay, so you've got, that's from our friend Harvey Levin at TMZ. So you've got half the people saying that is Nolan that's in an altercation and is getting thrown off the boat. And then you got half the people going, oh, no, that's not him. But to me, the clear problem is that critical moment where Katie, if she exists, says he went back with his friends. And the friends say, oh, no, we left. He wanted to stay with her. Right there. That is the first conflict. Both cannot be true. Those cannot mutually exist in truth. They're mutually exclusive. He can't go with them and stay with her on Horn Island. Right there, John Mobley joining me, high-profile lawyer out of Charleston, South Carolina. John, that's where it starts. That lie. I don't know who's lying, but somebody's lying. Right there, Mobley.
Well, I don't know that I would necessarily agree with you on that. I think they can be both partially true depending on perspective. I think one thing we have to kind of keep in mind with this is we have a lot of different people telling things from different perspectives, from their own individuals' perspectives. It's certainly conceivable that he let his friends leave to stay with the female, if he was with the female, assuming that happened. And once he finished his communication or whatever he was doing with the female, told her he was leaving to go back with his friends. And from her standpoint, he said he was going back with his friends, which did not necessarily mean they were the same friends that dropped them off. So I would disagree with you on that.
Hold on. Mobley. Let me see Mobley. Mobley, you're right. Because, as I've told many juries, as a trial judge once always said in his jury instructions, it is your duty to make all witnesses speak the truth and impugn perjury to no one. So actually what you're saying could be true. If there's another group of friends, if they exist, we haven't heard about him, but you're saying he left with one group and had planned to come back with another group. Okay, I don't know if you're just spinning that out, but that could be possible. Okay, Mobley, listen to this.
You said that you hear on the video Nolan saying,
yes,
my freaking phone, what are you freaking doing?
That's what a witness told us, and that's what we reported out. Then another witness had come forward and said, no, that was his voice. We have other witnesses who said there were other altercations. So as Mr. Hurt said, we're trying to go through it all and so forth. And we'll be even more careful to say, this is what a witness told us in the future.
And so your team hasn't been able to look fully into that and confirm whether it was or was not Nolan that said
No,
that?
we have audio people doing it, but we know certain people said it was him, and then certain people said it was not him.
That is our friend, high-profile lawyer Ben Crump. And the last thing you want is him 3 inches up your tailpipe, okay? That's from our friends at Fox 10. So this is where it stands. Who left him there? Is there really a Katie? Did he stay with her? Did he leave with his friends? How did he end up there alone, which I find very, very disturbing. And also, back to Caitlin Becker joining us, senior national correspondent, New York Post, star of NY Postcast. The Postcast, instead of podcast, it's a Postcast. Caitlin, now allegations have reared their ugly head that his phone has been tampered with and items have been deleted. Explain.
They had his phone. And when his mother was looking for his phone when he was missing, there were two different ways to identify it, either a Snapchat location or a Life 360 location.
Right.
They showed different locations, which is very possible because one updates automatically, the other only updates when you open the app. But when she finally tracked it down, she says there was nothing on it from that day. And this is a teenager. This is a teenager who is constantly on their phones. Yes, when you're on a boat like this and you're out there, you leave it on the boat because you can't really get it wet and you don't want to have it come to the beach with you because you have to actually go in the water to get there. But to have the phone from these friends who didn't willingly turn it over, didn't give it to investigators, didn't give it to his mom, just had it, and for her to open it up and say, I see nothing from that day, no Snapchats, no photos. It looked like things were missing, like there was a gap in the timeline of the life cycle of his phone.
Okay, I've got another problem regarding his phone. And, well, number one, to Dr. Janie Lacey, joining us, licensed psychotherapist, CEO of Life Counseling Solutions, author of, well, many books, but How to Heal from a Toxic Relationship, and she's the star of Let's Talk About It with Janie Lacey. Okay, Dr. Janie, who leaves their phone behind? Now look, I just got off a boat with my twins. We went fishing all over the panhandle. We have what you call dry bags. We don't leave our boat, we don't leave our phone anywhere. Because what if we need it? What if we need it out in the middle of nowhere and we were on a little strip of land right off the Gulf where, like Horn Island, there's no people.
Yep.
We were there fishing alone, believe it or not.
Get them lights.
And we had our cell phones. Now, I'm an adult, a teen. What teen leaves their cell phone? None.
Exactly, Nancy. I have a teenager. His phone is with him in his pocket all the time, and he even brings his phone to the bathroom. So we know that teens do not leave their phone. It is their way to communicate. It is attached to them. So when I think about what we're talking about right here is, right.
But ain't most phones like waterproof now? It is to my knowledge that most phones is waterproof now. Am I tripping? Yeah, you can't charge it up for a while until you blow out the little part that takes the charger, but ain't most phones waterproof now? I'm just saying.
Concealment. And I can't speak to what these young people did, but I can tell you, especially young people, when it comes to their phone and they're constantly posting things, it is their norm. So when it comes to deleting, hiding, or even going silent after a tragedy, to me, it's almost always driven by fear of potential blame, fear of consequences, fear of what the truth might mean about themselves. But we know that secrets don't protect. And when teens don't have their phone, or when their phone potentially is taken from their friends, we know that there's a reason behind that. It's usually driven by fear, Nancy.
Okay, I got another issue. Caitlin Becker joining us with New York Post. Caitlin, the Life 360 seems to show something very different than other digital evidence. What do you know about that discrepancy?
It comes down to location, where the Life 360 shows him on dry land versus where the Snapchat showed him in the water, where he was and where the phone was positioned. So that is something that I think forensic investigators have to look into, digital forensic investigators, because it's difficult to determine from looking at it from our perspective, where was the phone actually? Was it out on the water at the last time it was used? Was it on dry land at the last time it was used? And when his mom went to go pick it up, who was the last person to have used it? That's something that sticks out to me, because I have to imagine it was password protected, and why would someone else have his password? But it seems as though his mom did, or that they did, so they were able to get into the phone. So the timeline of his disappearance is a big question mark, because you're getting two different locations from two different apps.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here.
So it's showing that, I think, I can't exactly remember what his location was showing, but my Life 360 location was showing something completely different. It was actually showing that his phone was like he was on land. And so we ended up, she received the phone from that parent.
So the Snapchat location looks completely different than the Life 360 location. So when I pulled up Life 360, it was different. It was showing everywhere the phone had been. Like it had, I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land. Like I'm not, he's like, but no, he didn't come back with us.
I've tracked my son 100 times when he's fishing.
Straight up.
And it shows he's in the water. When he's off the water, it shows he's on land. The mom is right. You were just hearing Christine Wansley, that is Nolan's mother, from our friends at National Action Network and GMA. Okay, I got a big problem with the Life 360 and the phone data all not jiving. I could see it, John Mobley, being a few blocks off. but not the discrepancy his mother is describing. I'm not buying that. And another thing, while we're talking about discrepancies, John Mobley, do you have children?
I have children. I got Life 360. I use the iPhone location tracker. I will tell you, even though I'm not a digital data expert, that Life 360 is not always 100% accurate. I mean, I think in general, you have to kind of keep in mind with all of these phones that, they're dependent upon the signal they're reaching, the coverage. I mean, as you know, you can have a group of people together, which means they're going to take up more bandwidth, and that's going to cause signal interruption. I think it'd be premature for anyone to try.
Are you on that? I'm really surprised.
Is it me or they always get the funny duddy dudes to talk? Like, come on, fam. What do you talk? Yeah, we know they ain't always accurate, but you're very sus.
Do you have children? They hold it up and they go, "Don't touch it, mother," or it will, I don't know, delete. I don't know what it does to it. But a Snapchat, you get to look at it once and it's gone. See, that's a problem forensically and law enforcement wise with Snapchat, because they're gone. Unlike a text, or you send a photo or an email, or you send a video, as Alex Murdoch, that nailed his coffin, those stay. Snapchats disappear into the ether. So if the Snapchats aren't there, I can understand that. If there are texts deleted, I don't understand that. Okay, let's hear you explain that digital phenomena.
Now, I want to be clear. I want to just, go back to what you talked about earlier. You talked about the digital evidence. There has not been digital forensic evidence extracted from the cell phone yet. What you have are the young man's parents interpreting what they see on the phone and speculating that something must be missing. That's what you have. But both, you need to have a forensic digital data extraction, and correct. That can determine if text messages were sent, whether they're deleted, if photos are deleted, all that needs to be done. I mean, there's no doubt about that whatsoever. But just individuals kind of looking at the phone, trying to interpret these things, that's not digital evidence. That would not be admissible in court. And actually, it would not be reliable.
We also agreed that we will have a mutual inspection of the cell phone with our experts and their experts. Attorney Eric Hertz is helping lead the investigation team with former.
Boy, that boy sound like Gregory Hines, don't he, over there? That boy is the extra in Bamboozled. That boy is tapping all over the place. Nancy trying to come with the hard-hitting facts, and you got this dude over here looking like in the heat of the night.
Law enforcement experts who are going to help us with the cell phone download, so everybody will be able to see at the same time what the cell phone has.
Guys, that is our friend Ben Crump standing with the family. That's also from our friends at WLOX. Todd Terrell is with us, repping the United Cajun Navy, who was called in to participate in the water search for Nolan Wells. Todd, I'm curious about a theory that you threw out. It's not your theory, but it is a theory that has been discussed about his body being moved.
Well, as far as the body being moved, several things there. Like I said before, our mission is to bring a body home or bring a person back to their family and their loved ones. This is on federal land. So who has jurisdiction, first of all? It seems as though there's federal jurisdiction out there. The fact that they say the body was moved, we've offered our services. We have some of the best dogs available. This Darius case in Baton Rouge where the kid was dumped in a landfill, we were the ones instrumental in helping bring that to light, where they're searching for him right now because of our dogs, what they found at the gentleman's house that's in jail for murder. We offered our dogs to bring to the boat. There's only one thing that will clean blood off of a boat. I'm not going to mention it because it'll give people ideas. But I doubt if somebody would have done something, they would have used this chemical to remove the blood. So we've offered our services.
Wait. What you talking about? Who told you to doubt that? Who? Who told you that that was even a thing? That's totally suspicious. You had to throw that out there? Wait a minute. Did nobody ask you to vouch for the boat cleaning? Come on, cuz. Man, like the more certain people talk, man, the more it sounds funny as hell. Did y'all hear that too?
The text messages were sent.
Well, as far as the body being moved, several things there. Like I said before, our mission is to bring a body home or bring a person back to their family and their, their loved ones. This is on federal land. So who has jurisdiction, first of all? It seems as though there's federal jurisdiction out there. The fact that they say the body was moved, we've offered our services. We have some of the best dogs available.
Right.
Mr. Darius case in Baton Rouge where the kid was dumped in a landfill, we were the ones instrumental in helping bring that to light, where they're searching for him right now because of our dogs, what they found at the gentleman's house that's in jail for murder. We offered our dogs to bring to the boat. There's only one thing that will clean blood off of a boat. Okay. I'm not going to mention it because it'll give people ideas.
Okay.
But I doubt if somebody would have done something, they would have used this chemical to remove the blood. So we've offered our services to bring the dogs around the boat of everyone that was potentially involved in this. So the federal land thing is a big deal. So the body being dumped, I would say that let us bring the dog to the boat. Let us bring it. They said the boat was clean that night or the day before. There's only one thing that's going to clean it. If there's blood in that boat, we'll find it. The other thing is, getting back to the phone, if these guys had this phone, they stole his phone, why didn't they throw it away? Why didn't they just throw it in the water? And if there is anything on it, if it was deleted, forensics, they should be able to find it. My thing is, if you came with these guys and they didn't bring you home, that is not uncommon. So I think there's where the focus needs to be. Let's get this notion that there was a body dumped. Let's bring the dogs to that boat, and we'd be willing to offer our services to go check that out. And B, these guys in the boat that he came with, it's okay that they left him on the island or they.
You notice he keeps saying offer our services. They know they got that little monies and all of that. Boy, everybody trying to put a tax on something now. Talking about we offering our services. Why don't y'all do it for justice? Why don't y'all do it for closure? Talking about we need to get them boats now. Come on now.
They didn't bring him in. But yeah, as far as the body being dumped, our services are offered, and they've been offered to go bring the dogs around that boat.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. Please join us on Crime Stories and stream it first on Fox 1. See you there. And
who said he told her that he was going to get back into the boat with the boys, and then the boys said that Nolan said he was going to stay and talk with her. Obviously, the statements conflict with one another.
Exactly.
We always taught him to, if you go with a group, you stay with a group. Even when he was in college, he would say, Dad, well, we're going to ride down to a party or something in another city. Now, so I always tell him, look, if you go with 5, you come back with 5. Do not separate from your group. Because I always say safety is in numbers. And he always said, yes, sir. So he knew to stay with his group. So why would he split from his group? I don't know.
We went in his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts, absolutely nothing. It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. And I was just like, that can't be. Like, I've seen Nolan whenever he snaps, like when he goes and he's having fun, like he does videos, like there was absolutely nothing, no saved videos. And even my sister was like, yeah, that's suspicious, you know.
That is Nolan's family, the family lawyer with our friends GMA and PBS. Caitlin Becker with us, senior national correspondent, New York Post, star of NY Postcast. Caitlin, a lot right there. Okay, you got Crump. And
matter of fact, let me do something real quick since we got everybody in the chat. If you for Nolan Wells, put up peace to Nolan Wells or rest in peace Nolan Wells. If not, say your nastiest thing about Nolan Wells right now. I'm trying to see something. I'm trying to see who everybody is. Come on. Let's come on. It's a ton of y'all in here. Everybody say peace to no, or rest in peace, Nolan Wells, or you gonna say the worst thing you gonna say about Nolan Wells? Get it all out in the open. Come on, let's do it right now. Come on, say peace to Nolan Wells, rest in peace to Nolan Wells, or say the nastiest thing that you want to say about Nolan Wells right now. Come on, it's your chance to do your dance. It's either one way or the other. It's either peace to Nolan Wells or it's blah, blah, blah. Come on now. I'm seeing an overwhelming amount of rest in pieces and well wishes for Nolan. That's right. That's right. Come on. I don't think it's enough of y'all haters in here to compete. I don't think it's enough of y'all. I don't think it's enough of y'all. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, people showed up and showed out real quick on the wave side of the game. It ain't enough of y'all. It's not enough of y'all. It's not enough. Nope. It's not enough of y'all. I'm way convinced. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. How y'all feel about that? Y'all see all that black love and that black joy? You see that? How does that make y'all feel? How you see that? You see how we so joyous and harmonious and how we just came together on y'all real quick? How does that feel to y'all? Is that why y'all over here right now? Huh? Y'all trying to disrupt that? That was beautiful. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate everybody that participated. But is that why y'all mad, son? That's what I don't even see it. Y'all sparse. Y'all sparse in there from the overwhelming resting pieces and hugs and love and all of that. Is that what got y'all mad, son? Ooh, y'all mad. Is that burning you up? I'm glad then. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for pissing them off a little bit more, letting them know that nothing that they say in the chat even makes sense. But if y'all new here, let me tell you why I let them rock out in the chat. Let me tell y'all why. If you're new here, hit the like button. Because it's the yin and yang of it, man. I say this all the time. Mesquite, Texas in here. Don't start telling them where y'all from to let them know that you all around. And then if you want to pop it off and then go down, y'all can flood me to let you know where we from. We got Mesquite, Texas in the joint. Popped it off first. Y'all are welcome to do that. But listen to this. Why y'all doing that? Because I know they're going to flood in a minute. It's the yin and the yang of this, y'all. As much as we fight for love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, love, life, loyalty, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, there's always going to be those that fight for chaos, injustice, devilish, evil, right? Degenerate. We got Boston in the joint. We got Greensboro, North Carolina in the joint. We got the Chi in the land in this joint. Come on, I know they finna start pouring in. Tallahassee, Florida in the joint. Come on. Well, where else we got? Cali in here. That's right. Cali a big place. Where Cali? Rep your spot. Memphis 10. Not the mound though. It ain't the mound though. Florida, Tennessee, North Cali, Buffalo, Arkansas. Man, they all around y'all, fam. You see this love right here? See, sometimes we just gotta take a little time out and you remember the Care Bears? Like we just open our chests up real quick and the love just pour out and they can't stand that. I swear they can't stand that. Y'all know that's why they over here right now. We over here trying to get to the bottom of what's going on with Nolan, and they over here still bringing up Carmelo and other foolishness. Santa Rosa, Cali in here, Massachusetts in here, Louisiana in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we giving the Care Bear. We giving the Care Bear stare straight up. I'm that old. You know, I go back to them cartoons. Texas in here, Miami Beach up in here. Come on now. They don't even like this Black Joy. I'm trying to tell you. Fresno is specifically is what she said. You know what I'm talking about? Southeast VA. Compton in the house. Straight out of Compton. Hey, boy, you know that was, hey, Straight Outta Compton was the first record I ever got in my life. And boy, I had this grandiose picture, man, of Compton, man, from NWA album, man. Compton was an experience to me. DJ Quick, all that. Indiana here, not GI, or is that Indianapolis? Where you at? Hammond, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Where you at? Phoenix, Arizona in here, for sure. That's right. Ooh, they don't like when we come together like that. Y'all know this is a show of unity, right? This is the very thing they over here creeping and peeping in on to see what we doing. Y'all did that and the numbers dropped. I swear to y'all. They was like, oh no, it's like raid. They had to get out of here real fast. FBA is definitely, do you hear what I said? Definitely in the house. Indianapolis, to be specific. You understand? All right, I see it. Man, do y'all know they scattered out of here like roaches real quick? I guess that's what we got to do. When we get the haters up in here real quick, I'ma just do a little roll call or something. It's gonna be something unified and Black lovish, and they're gonna be like, no, the nigglets, no. The Noya in the house, you heard me? The Nolan in the house, you heard me? That's right. Oh, say them names. Oh, them spirits of them names. I like that, Ed. Ed, that might do it though. Saying them names. We did just kind of exercise. We exercised them devil spirits up out of here, y'all. It's getting spooky. Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Drop a like on the Black Unity side of the game too, for sure. Let's see, because from what I'm seeing right now, I'm gonna just keep it real. Nancy is doing a lot of fence riding. First, she come out like a mean pit bull, and then you like put a little treat in front of her. Like I thought this was the bombshell. The bombshell. Y'all seen all of like the ads for the show? It was supposed to be the bombshell. But go ahead.
He's saying it is not Nolan's character to have stayed behind to start with, or much less without his phone. He identifies the conflict that we have identified tonight between the two stories. The dad insists he would never have parted with all of his friends. And last but not least, we're hearing not only did Snapchats disappear, but that Nolan was a videographer, a photographer.
No,
he always took pictures of the fun times he was.
Oh, that's man. That means he was very that boy. He had an eye on him. Oh man, it's a tragedy. See, I can appreciate her humanizing them real quick. That's a tidbit I didn't know. I'm a fellow videographer to photographer myself, you know.
He's having moments with his friends, games, the whole shebang. But they're all gone. There are not any. I also find that disturbing, Caitlin.
It's a little odd that there was nothing on the phone seemingly from that day. That does strike me as odd. I do want to push back a little or set the stage a little bit for what this day was like. There were multiple boats going out at the same time to this island. They were filling up with a few teens. They left. The next group kind of got in. This is per the reporting and per what some of the witnesses said. There was maybe a couple hundred people on that island that day. That a lot of them were young. It was supposed to be.
Don't try to excuse it. Don't try to. No.
Some big kind of summer extravaganza before everybody, went back to school. So I don't think it's accurate to say he wouldn't go back with his friends, or he didn't go back with his friends, or he didn't intend to go back with his friends,
Right.
because I think there were more than just those 4 friends on one boat that it sounded like the intention was for him to go with another group. Where I get stuck is the point that Ben Crump made. Why would he let his phone go back with his friends?
Come on.
Sure, you want to stay and go back with another group. I get that. You heard, the person who was part of the search saying that's not uncommon. It does sound uncommon for anyone, a teenager, an adult, anyone to say, okay, go ahead and take my phone back with you. I'll stay without a means of communication for however long.
Right.
That's what gets me. Why would anybody let their phone go on another boat without them, with no plan to get it back?
Exactly. Now, regarding Snapchat, they delete immediately once they're opened. They can go about 30 days unopened, but you can manually set Snapchat to a 24-hour delete. And I'm wondering if that's what his mother is talking about. And on another front, listen.
We had his body flown from Mississippi.
Well, wait a minute. I got Snapchats from people from a long time ago. They don't. Do they delete? Maybe I ain't been on Snapchat in a long time. But I could have swore like I picked up Snapchat and went on there and seen some old chats from some people. Is that how that works? Come on, man. Y'all got Snapchat. I don't know how to met with them kids Snapchat now. I sound all old and shit. But come on, who got the Snapchat? Because I got a Snapchat too. I just don't be using it. Keeping P Podcast got a Snapchat. And we was uploading videos to there and all of that. But can't you go back? Because I know I use Snapchat for a location, like when I'm picking up my daughter from school and all of that. And I use Life 360. And if I'm not mistaken, you can go back and see the chat between you and somebody else. Is that not the case? I'm just asking the question. Is my audience too old for Snapchat? Can't nobody offer me no advice? Hey. Oh my God. Is we too old for Snapchat, y'all? I'm sorry. I asked the question, couldn't nobody tap in and tell me nothing about. No. Hey, what Poker's saying? Let me say. Oh, listen, let me tell you something. Who that is? Spiritual Rising. I know that's probably messing with your spirit and all of that. But listen, let me tell you something, honey. That is the value, the validation to everything we are saying here. There has to be a positive and a negative force. And as much as we on positive, that the negative, he could withstand the Black Unity, the show of Black Unity we show. So now he looking to, drain energy. Don't let it be yours. We can't ignore trolls too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they be in the. I like your name. I already know what it's about. Spiritual energy. They're trying to suck yours away. They're trying to do away with your spiritual energy. So be cautious of that. Because best believe they wouldn't be over here if we wasn't talking about what we supposed to be talking about for real, right? But anyway, I say, sis, this right here, it's almost over, y'all. We're gonna let Nancy Grace rock out, but what I'm trying to tell you is they ain't talking about what really matters. But go on.
Mississippi to Washington, D.C., because his family wanted to make sure that they had a doctor who had no ties to Mississippi law enforcement to do an independent examination of their son's body. And we are hopeful to get that results in the very near future.
There is famed attorney Ben Crump speaking, the parents standing behind him, Nolan's parents, from our friends at Fox 10. Dr. Weigh in.
Nancy, what I would want to stress is what we see with Christine, who is living through what we call ambiguity loss, right? And it's one of the most excruciating forms of grief there is. When a mother buries her child without her nervous system can't even begin to close the wound because them searching her last memories, a hug and a kiss over a salmon dinner, and then silence. So grief needs a story to hold on to, and until the family has truth, the grief has nowhere to land. And that's why transparency in this investigation isn't just a legal issue in my mind, it's a mental health intervention for this. Answers are how heals.
Joining us now, renowned guest, Dr. Kendall Crowns, Chief Medical Examiner, Tarrant County. He is the star of a hit podcast, Mayhem in the Morgue. He is the esteemed lecturer at the Burnett School of Medicine at TCU and has performed well over 10,000 autopsies. Dr. Kendall Crowns, thank you for being with us. Okay, I don't have a ruling from the medical examiner.
Right.
It should be apparent. If drowning was the COD, cause of death, that should be very apparent by simply autopsying the lungs.
Now, I said that from day one. I said that if it was a drowning, it would have been case closed. Whether he fell off the boat, drunk off the boat, drowned, they held his hand in the water. If it was all like that, this would not be going this far, but it's not. So I want to hear what this dude got to say about it.
Also, you'd know immediately if there were signs of trauma. I've seen the photos of his body on the beach, but as Todd Terrell from United Cajun Navy stated, the body was face down, so I couldn't see the face, the neck, the arms, the hands for defensive wounds. I couldn't see if there were bruises to the torso. I couldn't see if the skull was fractured. None of that. I couldn't see if teeth were missing. But it seems to me if those exhibited, we would know there had been blunt force trauma, stabbing, shooting, manual or ligatory asphyxiation. We would know that. Right. But yet, we know nothing. So, to me, that would rule out drowning or trauma. Are they waiting on toxicology? Is that what they're waiting on? And why would the body have been sent for an independent autopsy? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what's going on, Dr. Kendall Crowns?
Hey, and on that point real quick, Solstice, a good point. I would say they should have had an open casket, man. If that was the case, they missed a very huge opportunity. But I know that they wasn't going to let them have an open casket because that would have drove some people to go nuts. Let's just face that. Some people would have just crashed right on out. And that's the last thing they need right now.
Okay, to start with, he was in the water for several days. I'm sure the water in that area is warm, so his body is going to be decomposing. He'll have skin slippage. He's going to have bloating from the decompositional gases, and then purge fluid coming out of his mouth and other orifices. So then you also probably have post-mortem animal scavenging or marine aquatic life scavenging that can create marks on the body as well. So at autopsy, your question, wouldn't you be able to see the evidence of injury? Yes, you should still be able to see injuries, bruises, stab wounds, gunshot wounds, all that, even in decomposition, can still be seen, can still be determined. He doesn't sound like he's been consumed by aquatic life to the point that he's skeletonized in the front of his body. So my assumption is you would still be able to see injuries. Now, they have not given a definitive cause and manner of death yet, because to me that means there's no obvious signs of injuries or no obvious cause of death.
That is bullshitums. Are you serious? Monongrarius exterius. That is crazy. Yeah, it's the family's choice to get another autopsy because do we have to do a review here, people? Do we have to do a review? Because we talking about the devil broad chick. Let's get these faces to these names. Y'all know how I do. We can't just be throwing these names around without these faces. We talking about the damn devil, Stacy Turner.
Some damn devils. It ain't no other way.
They devils. This is the one that has been calling all of these black deaths accidental suicides and not the murders that they supposed to be. This is why they got an independent autopsy, because of this devil, flaming hot devil broad right here. That's it. And then it really looks suspicious because you got the other grand devil lizard, Sheriff John Ledbetter, that was talking about from the beginning, it wasn't no foul play. He a damn devil too. Him. Right? And I'm only doing this so y'all can put these faces to these names. Mr. Devil Ledbetter here was talking about there wasn't no foul play. Then we got the initial, I'm trying to cover up like something ain't wrong, from Devil Ashley Cole right here. And Devil Ashley Cole right here, she was covering up for the dweeb, her little stepson, Warren Devil, fake devil dweeb Warren. And we all had a side eye on Mrs. last seen with Devil Nolan Katie McCormick. Get familiar with these folks. Get familiar with Devil Katie McCormick, okay? Right? And they was also with the other dweeb, the little dweeb Wyatt, terrible suit Wyatt. First grade graduation suit Wyatt. 1970s Sunday Easter suit Wyatt. This dweeb, who is also a devil. Okay? Now, they're also speaking about the other little dweeb, Eric Alcantara. He's another little dweeb that is closely mixed up into the mix. And let's not forget about Eli. Eli is another dweeb. All dweebs potentially either jealous of Nolan or serving Nolan up to the KKK. One of the two. Let's not forget about Morgan, the pencil neck geek. I mean, let's not forget about Morgan. These is all his folks. Thanks for the jewels. Just let me cook. Just let me cook. Because I'm going to cook. Go ahead and stir them jewels in the pot because I'm going to cook. But what I'm saying is, get these geeks in your mind. And the reason why I called them devils is because the actions in which they have taken when a so-called friend was supposed to be missing or got left on a boat, they ain't his friends. They not his friends. But that's how it was presented to us, though. See, we've been doing a better job than damn Nancy Grace over here on our own. Cat Daddy, they did. Cat Daddy, man. They did it, man. Straight up. Where you tapping in from, Cat Daddy, man? That you gotta be from Memphis. If not, rep your city, bros. But hey, listen, these is the guys. Look, let me let Nancy Grace only probably got about another 10 minutes. This dude she's interviewing, I'm like, what side are y'all on? Is y'all doing the defense's job? Alabama, that's what's up. Cali in here too. You got some extra Calis in here. But these is the dudes, man. These is the people that we talking about. Get a good look at all of these dweebs. If you haven't been familiar, when you hear these names being tossed around, and it's these dudes, man. Really, you know who really stands out to me? It's Wyatt. I died in the 1930s suit. Pyron. This guy, it's that suit for me. That suit and that bow tie. Cause like, what color? What you? I bet you he got some black patent leather shoes on with that and a brown belt. I bet you that he has black patent leather shoes on with a brown belt with that outfit on. I swear. Nah, it's not slander. We're making a proper assessment. Who is that? Two story. How is this slander? Because we think his so-called friends did him wrong. How is that? I seen somebody in the comments the other day. I'm sending these posts to the FBI and the sheriff's office, and that got you triggered over there. Two stories, huh? Two stories. You over there triggered? And let me tell y'all why. Hit the like button. Let me tell y'all why we got people over there in the chat like two stories. This is a situation where degular, good old-fashioned P-Winkle white boys are being looked at like ravishing, devilish, murderous killers. And they like, you can't, we not all like that. You can't judge us all for what's been going down in Mississippi forever. We're in a post-racial society. We are not devils. And y'all feel some type of way about this. Y'all feel some type of way. You know what? That's why I've been making it a point to show it on every broadcast so y'all can see y'all folks and how they twist and turn and change on you. Defamation is a thing. I ain't said they did nothing. I am gonna stand on they know what happened. And it's not far out the realm that they either led that boy to get killed or did it themselves. That's in the realm of thinking, fam. You're not gonna gaslight and scare us into not taking into account of everything that's happened in Mississippi. I don't know if you've been around, but let me tell you something. The people that used to lynch people didn't lose that thirst. They still got to do it. The lynching still got to happen. They just get a little bit more sophisticated, right? But let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. This is a lynching, and they didn't stop happening. And it's not our fault that we got our eyes on your peoples like that. Got my eye on you. You and your peoples. Got my eye on you. And y'all certainly have y'all eye on us too, don't you? Oh boy, don't y'all got y'all eye on us? Don't you? Don't you got your eye over here? Why your eye over here, boy? What you looking at? What you looking at? Y'all be over here on the looksy daisies, don't you? What's wrong with you? Y'all ain't got nothing. That's why I call y'all dweebs. Y'all want to know why I call them dweebs, y'all? It's because dweeb is a derogatory made for corny YT dudes specifically, okay? Like, they didn't make dweeb up for nobody black. That's just almost like what's that other one? That other corny word. Is dweebs, and it's I mean, they got pinheads, they got a lot of derogatory little old school words, but I like dweeb because I looked up dweeb, and the people in my chat, they dweebish. Trust me, dorks. There you go. that was the alley-oop from Leela. Thank you. You dorks. Man, why is there so many corny words for YT dudes? Dorks, dweebs. Any more? Doofus? Oh my. Dorks, dweebs, and doofus? God darn. It's a plethora of them. So, okay, so now we got names for them. Dorks, dweebs, and doofuses. Twerps, nerds. Twerp is a good one. Twerp is a good one. I'm gonna give you that one. Yeah, nerds. There's a whole movie of that, Revenge of the Nerds. They try to make themselves cool. Okay. Twerps, nerds, doofuses, dweebs, and dorks. Twerks, nerds, doofus. Try to say that fast. Well, yeah, that's a common one. Anybody can be a-holes. But I would imagine, yeah, that's one of the yeah, that's them. Punks, yeah. You're definitely punks, because it's just a matter of time before somebody start saying something on the bussy side of the game. You know how they be. He said dorks, nerds, dingbats, goofballs, nincompoops. Woo, that was pretty technical right there. Notice none of these was made for us. Goofballs, yes. None of these. So feel free to add these back. Cornballs. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, cornballs. Sillers. Ooh, what's that? I like snow roaches. You know, that's one of my favorite. Devils. Oh, you see what I'm on. I'm on a daily devil mission with them all. That's what I do on social media. Everybody that do something nasty and dirty to the people, Mitch McConnell, devil. John Ledbetter, devil. Lindsey Graham, devil. The dude that did something to my boy Irwin, Daniel Irwin, devil. This mayor from California, devil. The chick that was the school teacher that was or the babysitter that was touchy-feely with some shorties, devil. The teacher that was getting it in with two students, devil. I'm giving it to him, fam. Look, the Maple Grove fire chief, devil. Involving something with the teenage girl, devil. Your boy over there using AI to create child little stuff. Devil, nitwits, dang, schmuck, moon rockets. Y'all like, man, I didn't even know it was all of these words, man. Alum. Ooh, what's that one? You got an explanation on that one, Tiffany? I think you educated me on that. What's alum? PDF files for sure. I mean, after watching these devil alerts, meathead, you going back to some Archie Bunker. You older. See, Leela, you dating yourself now. Cursed, that's a good one. No AI needed for the Chicago and the Detroit gangs. Boy, listen, let me tell y'all, the mere sight of these devils bring them out. They was probably in the background watching, but the way, he said, Jay, get devils that was breaking the, oh, that lady, got her. Yep, that's a special request, devil. I got that one for you. Oh, yeah, I got that for you. Yep. But look, the mere sight of me showing them in their true form, they be coming out the woodworks. Because there's some people in the chat that understand that this ain't them. This ain't all YT people. This is not all YT people. But you can certainly tell the ones that they are, because they pop up. Space Cadet, moron. Hey, are y'all getting something here though? I appreciate y'all saying these words, but is y'all getting the picture? None of these words was made for us. Olay. What is Olay? I ain't know nothing about that. I ain't know nothing about that, brother. But look, just the mere sight of they folks in their true form, that'll make them scatter too, or they gonna have to speak up. It's either one of the it's either one or the other. And I think y'all hurting their feelings too by saying all of them names, y'all. Y'all hurting their feelings, y'all. Y'all some mean old peoples in the chat. Y'all is so mean. Why y'all's be talking about dems like that? Because the numbers dropped, boy. They scattered like roaches. See what that was, y'all? Another form of unity. I didn't even call for that. I was just asking a question. And then y'all got on code and y'all was talking about us. Y'all look ignoramus. Dang. Y'all going deep, boy. You going deep. Yeah, the truth hurts. Yeah, that's why they scattered out of here so fast. Dang. Monkeys, they do be chimping out. I give you that one. Marshall, where you tapping in from? Little Planet of the Apes. I get you. And you know, another thing, y'all, let me tell y'all something too. You know what else gets that chaps their hides, that really, really, right, like really gets to them? Ain't this liberating, y'all? Put a 1 in the chat if it's liberating, just to get it off your chest, just like they get it off their chest. See, they ain't used to that, y'all. They is not used to what we doing over here. Neanderthal. Listen, y'all, we doing a whole bunch of something over here. Like, you can tell. First of all, you can tell that they practice that sadomasochism, where they kind of like getting beat up because they over here just taking all the bumps and the bruises, but on the low, trying to suck up some game. Numbskull? Damn! You killing them, Cave Monkey, Knuckle Draggers? God damn. Y'all brutal. They mad because they can't infuriate our space. Tiffany, you are ding, 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 ding. Correct. And you got the right one, baby. I'm Petty McGretty. John Coraschetti. I'm gonna get you. I will stop it all and get on your neck piece. That's what I'll do. Nimrod. That's what I will do. I will stop it all and make you feel stupid. That's what I will do. Because guess what? We need some fun too. And if the fun has to come at your expense, then so be it. Numbskull is a good throwback. That's one to be, yes. He been coming with the heat, though. I didn't even know all of these words exist, man. Reptilian mutants. Reptilian mayo mutants. So you got to throw the mayo in there, Tiff. If you throw mayo in there, it gives it a little sizzle. You got, you know what I'm saying? Turn the knife a little bit. Reptilian mayo mutants, right? Be specific. Dipshits. Wow. Now that was a grab in the goodie bag right there. You come on, King. You gotta put the mayo in there, cuz. Put the mayo in there, cuz. So listen, man. So listen. I don't know about y'all, but I spend my whole day when I'm not going live, I'm on Facebook.
Y'all some damn devils. It ain't no other way.
I'm on there making them all the way mad with everything that I do. Everything that I do is designed to piss you off. All of it. Do you know what's going up now? There's Judge Roach. Oh, they can't stand Judge Roach from the Carmelo joint. Oh, they going off, man. Cornball, dirtbag. Hey, hold on, who was that? RDW. Hey, I say lily liver, yellow belly. Don't forget yellow belly. That's Lily. You dated yourself with that one, bro. You got to know about lily liver. That's a old school grab bag right there. And see, this is what I like. It y'all notice how it whittles them down, boy. As soon as we start coming together, they can't take this Jonesing. We done found the key, y'all. So whenever I'm doing the program, you know what I'm saying, we talk our talk. But soon as we just identified, what's that about, like 25, 30 sap suckers. You just being mean now. But there's a running theme here. A little twit. Yes. There's a running theme here. None of these names was made about us. I just want y'all to realize this. None of these names was specifically referring to us when they made them. Have you noticed that? We just took y'all down some history. I appreciate all the engagement on that one. We just took y'all down in some history now. Marcus, We just took y'all down in some history. All of these names ain't got nothing to do with us. Thin lips. Pale face. Yeah, I know, jive turkeys. That sound cool. Like even the stuff that we used to say. I mean, there's some classics that black people got to. Like there's some classics. Notice this though. There used to be regional. That's one thing I don't like. Peckerwood, Casper, yes. Peckerwoods is. Let's not forget about the grand one. You know what I ain't seen, y'all? Simple Simon. Dang. You them the killers too. Dunce. What about Dunce? No, that wasn't made for us. Dunce. Dunce. I ain't seen that one yet. There's another one I ain't seen though. I wasn't gonna spoil the fun because I got it. I know it. You right. They don't got no feelings, but they be feeling the way we be coming together and drowning them out like that. You see them still trying to pop up. You guys hate us. You forgot about that with Cat Daddy? The cone on the head hat? Yes, dunce. Imbecile. Did we say imbecile? Insolence. Come on, I can get there with you now. Come on, we can play this game. Did we say imbecile? Did we say insolence? I'm telling you, listen, we ain't doing nothing. See, look, we ain't doing nothing. Goober? Ooh, nobody said goober. Ooh. That's a crusher. Goober? Imbala. I don't know about that one, Annie. But Goober is a very good one. You snatched that out the depths of Saturday morning cartoons. Gomer, like Gomer Powell. Yeah, that's a good one. Goofy Goober. No, listen, dude. We're not listen, fam. We're not talking about y'all. Y'all introduced yourself to our chat. So now we're just wondering what kind of names have there been for the goofy people like you? You are all the names that we are saying. We're racist and we have a lot of hate. Okay. That's what you say. I get it. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun on. Maggots, that's a good one. Remember the old school maggots? Yep. They are facts. Bye bye, bad sheep. Come on, I go back a little bit too. The only goofies is you and your peeps, man. You guys are lame, bro. That's another one, lame. That's another one, lame. Goofy, Gilligan. Gilligan is another one. Heathen. I'd say Heathen. Jay with the Gap Band. Oh shit. Oh shit. Jay with the Gap Band. That's what we doing? Huh? Loser. Yeah, that's another. That's straight losers. How can we skip over the obvious, Leela? Losers. Generic. I'll take that. Look how long we can go. Two-Face. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that for 200, Alex. Pillsbury Doughboy. Definitely low IQ. Definitely that. Boneheads. Damn, man. Does it ever stop? We got sapsuckers. I've seen sapsuckers, but bonehead, recessive. Ooh, that's an accurate description. Hey, who that? Alvin Dweeb is mine. That was my original one. Dweeb is me. I've been calling them dweebs, right? But we've been trying to find derivatives of dweeb. Simps, yep. We ain't said simps, yep. What else do we call them? Definitely busters. Busters. Morks. You a mork. Ain't that where Mark come from? How we missed that? You a mark. Mark ass nigga. How we forget Mark, man? Stan. Player haters. Oh, I thought Strawberries was the neighborhood hoe. Strawberry was the neighborhood hoe. Do anything for a hit or two. Get it, the whole damn crew. Evildoers. Straight up, evildoers. Evildoers. Villains. Antagonists. Definitely. If we want to get philosophical, villains, antagonists. Lice head. Oh, you're just being mean now. You're just being mean now, Leela. Although, I mean, we don't get lice though. Drug addicts. Spawns of Satan. Ooh. Yeah, you're just being mean now. Cave dwellers. Yeah, I think we got cave dwellers, knuckle draggers, Neanderthals. Man, we didn't went all across. We done went all across the world on y'all. Y'all became a mental exercise for us today. Thanks for rejogging our memory on different ways to assault you. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go with out of all of these, I'm gonna go with I like imbeciles. I like dorks. It's just short and sweet. Dork is really short and sweet. Dork, dipshits. There was another couple good ones. Dang. Let me go. I gotta go back up into the archives for that. Because there were some losers. Goobers, Goobers, Simple Simons, Peckerwoods. Let's go on to some of the greatest hits. What else we had got? Cornballs, Nimrods. Those are some standouts. Reptilian male mutants, a collaboration between me and Tim. The Grand Snow Roach. Numbskull. There we go. Numbskull. That was a good one. Ignoramus for the 3-point. Ignoramus. Coward, Yellow Belly, Lily Liver, Moron. You know, sometimes you got to keep it simple. Let's not forget about the immediate ones. Moron. You moron. I like the tone that moron gives me. Moron. You're a moron. You can even say that with a little authority too. You're a moron. Poo butt. Not poo butt. Not poo butt. You know what? It's something right around poo butt that I can't get it off I can't get it off right now. It's something right around poo butt. What is it? It's right around poo butt. Dang, it's hovering around poo butt. Ancestors. Toilet seat. Ass hat. Ass hat is kissing cousins. You guys are just being mean. Pusillinomosis. What the hell? What the hell is that? Pusillinomosis. I wasn't gonna rest till I could say that. What the hell? Coward. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for up. Yeah. Thank you. White bread. Remember white bread? That's one. Married siblings. See, y'all just being mean at this point, okay? You guys are just being mean. White bread, though. Remember that's one. But it's something hovering around poo butt that black people used to say. That I can't get it off right now. My second cousin. It's around poo butt. It's something along the lines. It's something along the lines of that. It's something that black people used to call dudes, and it's as old as poo butt. It's something I can't get it. Hey, I'm having fun. I don't know about you. I love when we can come together, you know what I mean, and for a common cause and rid ourselves of the alt lice that infests our chat. We got to stand up and do something about it. That's how you take a stand. You got to put your best foot forward and rid yourself of them demons. Salabanosa. I rebuke thee. Okay? From out of the chat. I rebuke thee. Devils and demons. Ha. that come to the FBA and try to slide with the bullshit. Trying to slide with the bullshit. We ain't gonna have that here. FBA will get on your ass, boy. We goofy and say, you know, it ain't nothing y'all gonna do to steal our joy. I swear the whole world could be falling down and niggas will still be cracking jokes. That's a defense mechanism, man. Because, you know, if we really think about the real deal, who built this matrix, man? That got us being the most hated. Who built this matrix, man? Right? If you're a black person and you angry and you're mad about something, you have all right to do that. Don't let nobody gaslight you into it ain't is what it is and we ain't up against what we up against. Come on now. Don't get me to preaching in the Keep It P Congress this morning. Don't let these people come up in here and talk that talk and do that do and make you feel like you ain't supposed to be seeking for justice. I love justice so much I named my child Justice. I got a baby named Justice. Real justice. Justice. See, they really don't like that. I had to exercise some damn spirits up in here. You got niggas over there. Niggas is smoking over there by their damn computer right now. Niggas is lightweight catching on fire right now by their computers right now. niggas thumbs is sizzling right now from touching the screen like, oh my God, is that Negro spirituals? Oh no, let me run away. Pink toe. Ooh. Now you gotta be a player to know about the pink toe. You gotta be a player to know about the pink toe. That come from the P now. That come from in that area. Dealing with the P game. Pink toe. That was a good one. I think I had called. We had two chicks fighting in the joint too the other day. A real stomp down Becky's sister against a flogging little perpetrating, talking tough little Becky. They was going at it. And Baxter was coming with the facts. Killing her. You know what I'm saying? In front of everybody. The internet is a strange place, buddy. The internet is a strange place. But I got some riders. I got some stomp down, low down. Shout out to all the members. First of all, shout out on the lookout side of the game. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody that be sprinkling, you know what I'm saying? Sprinkling them little jewels on me. Like what Joseph say? Joseph say, if you knew like he knew, you would hit on that sub button and you would subscribe. You'd definitely be hitting them like buttons. Now, another thing, if you don't like watching the little bitty, you know, where it got the picture above me and then the comments below me, that means y'all watching it on the portrait version. We got a landscape version where you can see the whole thing real big, like especially like if you on a TV. Right? So just so you know, all you got to do is go to the channel and click on the other feed because it's two feeds of this going simultaneously, right? Just so you know. But I appreciate that, Joe. Welcome to the family, man. This is what we do. Normally, now I'm going to say this is not what I do normally. Gringo is a good one. This is not what I do normally, okay? Normally, we get into it. What up, bros? What's going down? Hey, we get into the business. We walking over the facts. You know what I'm saying? I've been known to do 5, 6, 7, 8 hour streams. I'm talking about really getting to them though. Jonesing for hours though. This ain't really what we do. But see, my family, I think we all needed a release. It happened like it happened, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We've been going so hard on the Nolan thing, and we've been, you know what I'm saying, really seeking out this justice, you know what I'm saying? And we needed a release, and that's okay. That's okay. We can have fun. We can be goofy. This is what makes us us. That we can laugh in the face of injustice. We cannot be scathed on our mental psychosis by the assault that we receive from across the globe. You see what I'm saying? When you think about the magnitude of what we up against, hell yeah, we can laugh. Hell yeah, we can clown some trolls. Hell yeah. I'm here to say it's okay. I'm here to say it's cool. There's different type of black empowerment out there. There's very, very serious, you know what I'm saying, cut and dry black empowerment. There is goofy, don't know what they talking about, shouldn't even have a microphone, black empowerment. And then there's somewhere in between with Jay Lava, TZ Von Savage, and the Keep It P podcast. You see what I'm saying? Where we can be serious as hell, but you can get clown too, B. You can get that work, dog. Cause I'm petty like that. Listen, you ain't finna just be talking and I ain't getting my lick back. You know what I'm talking about? On every front. I don't care what it is. And that's why they mad, y'all. That's why they over here in the chat. That's why this is damn near one of the littest chat, because I know I go other places, and shout out to my brothers in the diaspora on the B1 side of the game. I'm consuming, you know, content too. And you know, people be like quick to get him out of here. Get him out. No. Let me see what you're talking about. Can you hang? Can you hang? You done sot your ass up over here in my chat talking this and that. Can you hang now? And notice, y'all, notice for my stomp downs that's been rocking along, Cheyenne, you know, y'all, Sosis, y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all, Money Mike, y'all, you know what I'm saying, Win, y'all, you know what I'm saying, everybody, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Notice how we keep cycling through them too. They don't stick around for long. They come out with a little good fight. I'm gonna rattle their bones, man, with this one, man. I'm really gonna show the nigglets this time. I'm gonna show them. But notice they don't last long. Notice we cycle through them too. I could do this all day too. Man, I've done it for hours. But I'm just, you know, I know that YouTube cycles new people through, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, like, I got to get the new people addressed to how I go around here. This is not really actually what we really do. Really, we be, you know what I'm saying, on the people. But, oh, we get petty, though. Oh, yeah, we get petty, though, my mans. That's right. Get them things, because the more y'all engage, the more you like up and share it and all that, the more people be in the chat, and we can get it popping. This, like, I just got back on the scene, y'all. You know what I'm saying? About a month or so ago. You know what I'm saying? I took a little hiatus. You know what I'm saying? Family issues. Matter of fact, you know, I anticipate a little of that coming up here shortly, unfortunately, with some things that I'm dealing with. But I swear to y'all, I'm going to keep it P forever. And we going to take this thing to another level. That's my goal. My goal is to have a real stomp down network. If I get my way, if I get the funds and my way, y'all, listen, y'all be like, what's your dream, nigga? What your own, cuz? What you? Listen, If I have my way, we'll have a conglomerate of channels, like the way we got this program set up. We can invite other channels and this, that, and the other, or we can all collab on 1 or 2 channels. But I would like programming to be up like every hour on the hour. That's what I would like. This type of programming. Like, I gotta approve it. It's gotta be on B1 style, it's gotta be on message, gotta be on code. But I would do like a 24-hour station. Not just me, you know what I'm saying, but all the other people that got content too, that want to contribute, because we need some black news. We need some black sports. We need some black agriculture. We need some black business. We need some black everything. I want to put all the elements that we do. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want to be the flagship, like the 7 o'clock news and 12 o'clock news and the 8 o'clock news, because that's what I'm gonna build right now. I think that's where I'm shifting and going. And it's kind of like going back to when I first started. When I first started, I was going live like 8:30, 12, and 6:30. But if I do that, it's only going to be for like 30 minutes to an hour. So y'all gonna have to have your notifications on and all of that, and be, you know, like maybe I need to start a Discord so I can tap in with everybody. What kind of mechanism do y'all suggest that everybody could work with, where we can have an apparatus that we can contact each other about content or whatever outside of this? Because one thing I notice is YouTube is funny with the notifications. YouTube is funny with the notifications, and YouTube is funny about pushing messages that they don't deem fit. Right? You said I was watching YouTube, then found your channel. It felt like I was being attacked, man. You felt like you was being attacked? How, fam? We ain't attacked nobody. Garlic Sun Drifters. Yeah, stop it. You're just being mean at this point. He said you will be doing advertising promotions. Yeah, I'll be doing all of that. I'll also be letting people I would also have people products. I got commercials and all of that from people and that kind of thing that I just don't run because they didn't exhausted their advertising budget. But yeah, there's room for all of that. Like, go back and look, man. I ain't just started doing this. Man, I got 4,800 videos of this shit. We done went through every up and down you can imagine in these last 5 years on this Keep It P podcast here thing. I done been so for all of y'all that think y'all want to put up some content or want to do something. If y'all notice, the people that follow me, I done went and followed all of y'all and looked at some of your content. When all y'all, if you notice, I don't just talk about it, I be about it. But if y'all need some help or some ideas navigating this black content creator space, you said this. I see Discord. Discord is okay. Is that what everybody talking about? Discord? Okay. All right. Say less. I ain't hard headed. Y'all ain't gonna just tell me to do it and I ain't gonna do it. I actually I think I already got a Discord. I just don't use it. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, real quick, because I like to do stuff right away, so I don't forget about it. That's just kind of how my brain works. So if y'all could just I'm gonna download it to my I'm gonna download it to my browser. I'm gonna download it to my computer and get the app. I guess they got a app. I'm gonna go ahead and get that. But let me log in from my browser though to see if I even got an account. Because if I do got a Discord account, peeps. Yep, hold on. I got a Discord account. Uh-oh, hold on. Is this a... Maybe because I ain't been on it in a minute. I don't got it no more. It says your new login location detected. Please check your email. Oh, okay. Hold on. It just say my email. Hold on. And if it do, I can just do the little boom. Okay, so we on there. Okay. Twitch, we streaming on Twitch right now. We on Twitch right now. Keep It P Podcast on Twitch right now. Oh, okay. No, say less. So no. I thanks for the schoolings. You say because you're white, man. Listen, dog. Let me address Marcus real quick, man. And I appreciate you being vulnerable and saying what you say, because you only said that because you know what I'm saying, you wanna, you know what I'm saying, kind of be in the barbecue a little bit. All right, okay, cool, right? What you came in the middle of is us getting to them that used to be the name of my channel, Scatterbrains. That used to be the name of my first podcast, Scatterbrain. When for real. But anyway, you came in the middle of us showing a community strength. You know, we get a lot of riffraff in the chat, and we don't be doing nothing but seeking answers and justice, right? And we just got to naming all the names that are associated with white dudes. Just naming the names that's associated, you know, just to kind of shun the guys that's in the chat. And you came in the middle of that, bro. And you know, it's not an attack on you, because if you don't come in saying the things that they say, then you ain't a dweeb. You're not a dork, right? You somebody who actually trying to seek knowledge. And I ain't never really gonna beat nobody up for that. I'm not finna beat nobody up for trying to kind of understand. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for that. Because we ain't anti nothing. I think that's where people get it confused too. You know, being pro-black don't mean anti-white. But most of pro-white movements have been anti-black. You see? So I think there's a little bit of projection there. You know what I'm saying? And we know that's not the case, because we done been smooth and cool in this country and ain't popped off nothing. Right? So it ain't no, what you say? Milkalets. What the hell is milkalets? Boy, you digging deep. I don't know about that one, cuz you got to explain that one to me, cuzzo. But listen, man, it ain't no hate over here. I feature a lot of YT people in my commentary because I do like to illustrate that decent people get it. Decent people do get it. So if you one of the ones that get it, man, come on in here. You know what I'm saying? You know, I would just say, if you don't know how to say it, watch what you say, because they gonna get on you. But if you ask don't ask too many questions, though, because some things ain't for you to know and find out. Just don't overstep your boundaries. Your best thing to do is just sit back, throw a couple 100% or right-ons, and you know what I'm saying? Say something lightweight, slight weight, you know what I'm saying, until you really understand what's going on, because you don't want to slip and fumble, you know what I'm saying, to get ostracized, okay? And then sometimes you don't need to say nothing. Sometimes you just need to take it on in. Take it on in here. Just take it on in. And sit with it a little bit. Let it sizzle in your spur. You know? I learned you how to mix and mingle with them folks now. Sit on back and chill on out. You know? It's real simple. I'm done with Nancy Grace, y'all. Do y'all really want me to? Y'all really want to see the end of Nancy Grace? Because Nancy Grace was kind of pissing me off. It's on y'all. Do y'all want to see the end of Nancy Grace? I'm just talking to my people. Do y'all want to see the end of Nancy Grace? Said no. Quick as hell. Damn, Terry. He was like, nah. Not at all. Damn, she pissed you off like that, bro. Like, I look, only reason I be playing it, man, because we got to see the other side, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes what is true is that now what we can say is true is that I heard some stuff that I didn't hear from Nancy Grace, and we got a picture of the helicopter and them on the wood with the body. So there's some valuable information in that. I promise it's only like 10 more minutes. It's 10 more minutes. Let's let Uncle Fester finish his little shit out.
Okay, to start with, he was in the water for several days. I'm sure the water in that area is warm, so his body is going to be decomposing. He'll have skin slippage.
None of which I believe. Because decomposing and all of that is consistent with drowning, something that they're probably well versed on figuring out right away, and we would not be in this mess because they couldn't have wait to have said that Nolan drowned. Come on now.
Have bloating from the decompositional gases, and then purge fluid coming out of his mouth and other orifices. So then you also probably have post-mortem animal scavenging or marine aquatic life scavenging that can create marks on the body as well. So at autopsy, your question, wouldn't you be able to see the evidence of injury? Yes, you should still be able to see injuries, bruises, stab wounds, gunshot wounds, all that, even in decomposition, can still be seen, can still be determined.
Right.
He doesn't sound like he's been consumed by aquatic life to the point that he's skeletonized and the front of his body. So my assumption is you would still be able to see injuries. Now, they have not given a definitive cause and manner of death yet, because to me, that means there's no obvious signs of injuries or no obvious cause of death. Because drowning, yes, the lungs can swell and be heavy with fluid, but this can also happen with drug overdoses. So differentiating a drowning from a drug overdose is difficult.
No.
So you
No. N-O. Yes.
Well, I don't know how
it
many
would exhibit,
autopsies of
manifest
drownings
in
you've
the
done,
same.
but I've done a lot. So
Absolutely
continue
zero.
on,
But I
please.
don't need to have my MD or be the lecturer at Burnett School of Medicine to know that if the lungs are full, and it could be drowning or fluid caused
Drug
by an
overdose.
overdose, can't you get the fluid and test it?
So testing of the fluid from the lungs there's nothing to test for. What you're going to look for is the pulmonary edema or fluid in the lungs. You're going to try and differentiate a drug overdose from drowning with a toxicologic study, which is what they're doing, and that can take up to 6 to 8 weeks. Drowning is a diagnosis of exclusion because it can mimic so many other things, including a drug overdose. You want to rule those things out before you determine cause and manner of death. And that's probably what they're doing. They're making sure he didn't overdose before they make the decision that he drowned. Now, the second autopsy being done, that's just the family obviously has no confidence in the local medical examiner / coroner system, and they've sent it to an independent person to do a second autopsy. Not uncommon, especially in cases that are more high profile or there's some sort of dispute, and they send it to an independent.
Or there's some sort of demon ahead of it. See, don't try to talk all cavalier and nonchalant like it ain't is what it is. They got the second autopsy because there's a literally demon in ahead of the joint. Let us remind you, Mrs. Stacy Turner. Okay, I hate when they just try to gloss over the obvious. Anyway, back to this clown.
Independent person to do a second autopsy to see what they can find. And from my knowledge, the information on that still isn't out yet. So they're also probably trying to find out what the toxicologic studies are going to show before they make a decision. So right now, we're kind of pending on what drugs he has on board before they make a cause and manner of death statement.
Dr. Kendall Crowns, I understand. And I also understand your explanation regarding the potential drowning fluid in the lungs as opposed to or compared to the fluid in the lungs if there had been an overdose. if he's found right there, face down, it looked to me like in the surf, not out in the water floating, but up on the beach. So even if that was the least of it, the water still would have gone into his nose and mouth. If he were alive, he could have inhaled it or ingested it, even if a drug overdose was the true COD,
Right.
which would require, I guess, what, Dr. Crowns, a dual finding of drowning and OD. And I'll just state for the record, let it be noted in the record, that I have never performed an autopsy, but I'm glad you pointed that out. So what about the fluid in the lungs if there had been an OD? And by the way, there is no suggestion that drugs were used that day.
Exactly.
None whatsoever. But that said, you're saying that there would be no difference in the fluid found in his lungs.
So with a drowning, you're going into heart failure at some point from the anoxia created, or the lack of oxygen to the brain created by the drowning, because there's no air and water. And that causes your body to shut down, which causes fluid to back up and causes pulmonary edema or swelling of the lungs. The same process happens in a drug overdose. But when you're drowning and you're inhaling that water, you get some water in your lungs as well, but you're also swallowing, gulping it, throwing back up, and then swallowing and gulping it again. So you'll have water in your stomach that you can look for in a drowning, not always. And sometimes you'll get water in an area in your sinus cavity called the sphenoid sinus as well. But the pulmonary edema created by drowning looks exactly like the pulmonary edema created by a drug overdose. So you can't really differentiate the two of those. And that's why the drug testing is so important. And yes, you are correct. If drugs come back on board, like let's just say fentanyl, it would be part 1 drowning.
So now the niggas on fentanyl. Boy, if you don't shut your dumb ass up, I'm about sick of this dude. Now the baby's on fentanyl now. Nigga, it couldn't have been nothing else. It couldn't have been cocaine. It couldn't have been weed. This nigga went right to fentanyl. Is you serious? I'm saying, ain't he looking for an excuse? He cannot be trusted. You're right, Jap. For real, for real. You're totally 100% right. This guy. Oh my God. Now, Patricia, we gotta see this. Because we got to know what they talking about out there. Nancy Grace had everybody fooled. Like she was just finna come with the facts, and you bring this nigga on there? This nigga looks like Gomer Pyle. This nigga looked like Henry Winkler's little cousin. Thanks for the jewels. Now the nigga on the nigga on fentanyl, huh? Boy, I tell you, these devils, boy, they don't quit.
Part 2 fentanyl toxicity, and then manner would be accident. So it's going to be a drowning no matter what, but is there going to be a toxicology component added on? And that's probably what they're working on as we speak.
That's some bullshit.
You're on cross-examination. Who is our next sponsor? Well,
you're done. You're done. They bought that idiot dude all the way across there to say nothing. Because he ain't say nothing. He just threw out a couple buzzwords. Let's go to some real white tea people. So who at least we know we can listen to halfway. Shout out to my boy Sam. He always coming with the facts. He got a bump on his head because he just cut out that skin cancer.
Secret Service.
That skin cancer.
Here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update. Now, as reported by lots of outlets, but Nicole Everything, make sure you're following. Also, Kimbra, make sure you're following her. Sea-Tow made a statement. Before assistance was rendered, the vessel owner advised that Sea-Tow was no longer needed because help had already been obtained. Sea-Tow's involvement concluded at that point. Now, some people are saying, was there another tow company? But I would say they would have come forward or been questioned already. And we need GPS for the other boats that help them, right? We're seeing video that TMZ just released, which we've all been seeing, that second video that could be Nolan on the boat. The boat name looked like it was either Little Daddy, Mac Daddy, Big Daddy, Real Daddy. We're not sure. It also allegedly looks like that could be Katie's dad on the boat, Katie McCormick's dad. We don't know about that either. There's a story of a cousin not being around, but this could lead, if he was on Katie's dad's boat, to, Mississippi and, hooking up with his daughter, and maybe something went awry. Allegedly, we're not sure of this. Now, here's something I find also very interesting. I had a man who was a member of the fire department Marine rescue team, and he said that when he had to go retrieve a body in the water, that they had to get it into a body bag before lifting him on the boat out of concern that the skin would not stay intact. He said this particular person had been in the water for 24 hours. Now, we know Nolan allegedly was in the water for around 48 plus hours, and they said there was no damage or bloating to the body. This man says if Nolan's body did not show signs of being in the water very long, the math is not mathing. And I couldn't agree more. What do you guys think about this? I'll be on Nancy Grace actually tomorrow morning talking about this case. Please make sure you check me out. We're all staying on top of this. I want to give a shout out to all the amazing independent journalists who single-handedly are keeping this case in the news. And I send my thoughts and prayers and light and love out to the Wells family at this.
You know what, Sam? He get it. I mess with Sam. Sam be coming with the facts. You know what I'm saying? With the figgity is-acts. But everybody talking about this Nolan, this Nancy Grace joint. And everybody not necessarily saying it is what it is. Check this out.
Nancy Grace just chimed in on this Nolan Wells cover-up. And a lot of people ain't gonna like what she had to say. Check this out. And then I'm gonna give you some more information about the towboat that's been uncovered. So watch this video to the end. You're going to be surprised. And them boys' story is unraveling.
Nolan Wells bombshell tonight. The dead teen's messages deleted after his body washes ashore.
Now, that was her little intro. Now, we now know that's kind of like some bullshit. What she said. Because we just watched the whole thing. So we know that's kind of like some bullshit. But anyway.
Dies and then just conveniently washes ashore? Somebody just left him out in the water? Does that make sense to you?
They got Nancy on the job. Them boys is going under the jail. And just think about it. It's information that she didn't even go into. Remember the boy said they got towed? And even the judge came out talking about it got towed? Well, the tow company came out and said, after that call we all heard, they canceled it and didn't even need the tow. And the tow company made a statement about it. So why would you tell us you got a tow and you didn't get a tow from them?
Right.
And if somebody else did it, why wouldn't you say that? Y'all are playing word games, and I don't like it. Story developing. What if I told you? Nancy on their ass. Wait, Nancy Grace just...
Well, as we see, Nancy is not on their ass. And the tow thing was a lie. I told y'all, though. What did I say, man? I just cut up the short to that video today. I said that it's been 11 or 12 days at the time. Do you think they can fabricate the call, the little tow records and all of that? It's too much chat GPT and shit like that out here today. And it ain't nothing to make a little call and make it sound like y'all call the folks, especially if them is your people. Thanks for the jewels, Nakia. You know what I mean? Who is that? Still making shit up. Mel. We got another dork amongst our mix, y'all. We got another dork. They can't stay away. Y'all like on a rotating cycle, huh? What y'all got, shifts? When one dork leave, the next one show up? Y'all funny, man. And it seems like none of y'all ever know the doom that your dork friend before you suffered. You know, now I'm starting to think they be going to make new accounts and come back to make it seem like they're bigger than what they really are. It's probably a couple people. Think about it, though. It's probably just a couple people assigned to me. Like, yeah, go over there to the Key P podcast and go disrupt their shit. Okay. It's all good. Moving right along. Now, if y'all don't know, there's another face and another friend that I didn't get a picture to because I can't find Evan. But his name is Evan Noel. And his dad's name is Dean Noel. Now, Evan is another boat that was there. And all of a sudden now, you got his dad online going back and forth with Kim in the comments. And she on their ass. I'm talking about she ain't letting up. I'm talking she's posting every damn near every hour.
Mr. Dean, I did not post directions to your house and call for street justice yet.
Oh, I didn't even play that video because unlike him, I'm black. And you know, they're trying to make an example out of me if I put them folks' house and all of that on up. Sometimes, you know, you got to be smart. And it ain't lost on me. And not saying anything wrong with Kim. I love Kim. But the information and the stuff she coming up, that's her lane. She can go as far as she can go. Me? I ain't finna do some of that. I ain't finna do it. But I love Kim, though. Go ahead, Kim. Bust it down, sweetie.
What I did was prove how close enough your house was to the water, which is 0.8 miles, under 1 mile, and to prove that it's very easy for y'all to have put a body on a golf cart, drove right out to the harbor to a boat slip, and then done whatever y'all had to do. I did not call for street justice or put directions to your house. I put directions from your house to the harbor because I wanted to see how long it could actually take someone to get there and back without being seen. That's what that was for, sir. Don't get it twisted. Nobody called for street justice. We don't need that yet. We just need real justice. So all you got to do is go to the fucking police and get that money. Mr.
See, she talking real spicy. And you kind of got to watch out, you know what I'm saying, for certain messages. Now, some stuff she say I'll play and some stuff I will not. But so the thing is that he was supposed to be on Evan's boat. This dude, it's a mix between him and Wyatt. And that's what's so inconclusive about it. Because, yeah, guilty conscience, yeah, he's speaking up. It's supposed to be between him and Evan's boat. And him, for the most part, talking about his son didn't have nothing to do with it. They didn't already talk to the police already. Blah, 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 blah. Right? But we know that's not the case. Because the police steady acting like it's Katie. No, Katie's dad is B1 to the family, Montana. Oh, you okay? That's your other joint, Money Mike? Okay. Okay, got you. No, Katie's dad is he's the ex-fire chief. That's right. The ex-fire chief. And I mean, that alone says a lot. You dealing with people whose family probably been established. That's that old hick, good old boy. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that, I mean, because we still, even with everything we heard, we still at the same dilemma. Although I'm going to tell you, the Nolan got off the island thing seems a little bit more plausible than he stayed on. What y'all think so far? Nah, I don't never. This dude ADHD said, "Listen, y'all." He said, "Remember when people could just be friends and claim accidents just happen? Now it's always blamed on the white folks." Yeah. You want to know why that ain't never happened? Because it's never been the black folks with the white dude, and the white dude came up missing. Now, if in fact you had both of them scenarios, then you might, at the same rate, then you might have an argument. But you don't have an argument because it always happens more or less when it's the only black dude with all the white people. There's a history of that, you do know, right? ADHD. You must really got ADHD if you don't think that there's a reason we think like that. That's what's up, Marcus. We get here. Catch you later. There's a history to that, though, ADHD. You're right, ADHD. We are victims. Victims of your devilish cult people who, soon as they get around, and they the only ones around, and there's some black person there, it's time to turn on the devil. Why is that? Why has it even got to be like that? You don't never explain the root cause. Yeah, we oppressed by your devilish people. And you don't like that. You don't want us to talk about it. You just want us not to talk about it. Just don't say nothing. It's cool. You know what's wrong? You know what? You know why we call y'all devils, demons, and aliens and all type of other stuff like that? You want to know why? Because somehow when y'all talking to us, all the rational, all the stuff that you would do goes out the window when you're talking to us. All the stuff that you would do goes right out the window when you're talking to us. All of a sudden, the stuff that you wouldn't do goes out the window. You want us to supersede what you do something totally different than what you would do. And that's where the shit don't make sense. What you mean it's only one of me? You must don't know. You must don't know the chat that you done entered. The Keep It P is full of people like me. What are you talking about? Big mad. Mm-hmm. Super mad, and you should put a damn cape on. You buster. That's your problem. Let me go. Hold on, man. I got something else for y'all. Because everybody talking about this Nancy Grace thing. You know what? ADHD, could you answer this question for me? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this right here. Just a quick reminder for people like ADHD. This is a quick reminder.
I need to remind y'all that right now it is a white boy sitting at home eating a bowl of cereal, watching some TV, getting ready to go to school, at home with his parents. After he beat his stepsister to death because she refused to fuck him. He's sitting at home. Carmelo Anthony is sitting in a prison cell for defending himself against 4 boys. Nolan Xavier Wells is in a casket buried in the ground because he went out with his 4 white friends and never came back. But the white kid who beat the shit out of his stepsister is sitting at home.
Did y'all know about that case? Do y'all know about that case? Do y'all know it was a little white T boy that just went on a cruise with his mom and all of that and his stepsister? Do you know this boy beat his stepsister halfway, all the way to deceased? And do you know when he went to court, they let him out? He at home awaiting trial. Did y'all know that? He at the crib right now chilling. And ADHD, I don't see you making no space about that. What about this YT on YT crime, man? I don't see you doing nothing about that. Oh, y'all think I'm lying? Hold on. Hold on. His name is Timothy Hudson. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Check this out. They not having spaces about this. I'm telling you, I scour the internet. So when these dudes get to talking, tell them to talk about this.
A teenage boy accused of killing his stepsister on a cruise ship will remain in the custody of a family member as he awaits.
Will remain in the custody of a family member? Not in jail? What?
A teenage boy accused of killing his stepsister on a cruise ship will remain in the custody of a family member as he awaits trial.
16-year-old Timothy Hudson left federal court
Wolf
earlier
Howland,
in
that's
Miami
what's up.
after a federal judge decided not to send him to jail. Hudson has pleaded not guilty to charges of aggravated sexual abuse and first-degree murder in the death of his 18-year-old stepsister, Anna Kepner. He was initially arrested and charged as a juvenile, but will now be tried as an adult.
Let's bring in NBC News correspondent George Solis. George, and
man, what's up with you and your people, man? We ain't in charge of nothing. We ain't in charge of nothing that got to do with this. Why would your people let this dude off the hook and let him go home? Is this something wrong with y'all culture? ADHD? What I'm eating? I'm eating hard salami and hot Doritos, the breakfast of champions, or the snack of champions. I'm eating some hard salami and some Doritos. I'm kind of like wrapping them up. You know what I'm saying? Then I get my little Kool-Aid. I like these. I like doing these with my water sometime. See, I'm regular. I eat snacks and stuff. But wait a minute though. Wait a minute though. I still need some explaining about this. ADHD. Why are you and your people not running a live stream right now about this? Wolf Howland, thank you so much, sir. But I mean, we're just gonna take a second because I don't mind. I mean, you know, they come and go, and I guess we got to get another one. Can you explain this?
Was killed last November while she was on a cruise vacation with her family. We covered the story then. Remind us what we know about this case and what happened in court today.
Yeah, Cadence and Clay, this was a very unusual case, if you will, in terms.
Unusual? Look how he know the culture of not demonizing y'all degenerates. I'm from Minneapolis, fam. Who that? T3? What up? T3 got game. Where you from? Where you tapping in, bro? I'm currently in Las Vegas, but I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I was born in Chicago. And I stayed in Memphis for a little while, too. In the Orange Mile. I've been a lot of places, brother. But this is my saying, though. Oh, it is good. I'm talking about shit. My grandma, ever since my grandma introduced me to hard salami when I was a shorty, I don't even need to make no sandwich. I can get some piece of cheese, and some and some meat and go right to town. Right now, I skipped out on the cheese because I'm like, you know how you gonna be eating the Doritos and you got the cheese on it with a little slice of cheese, But I'll just, from the sip. That's what's up. You know anything about this? You close to this, T? You in on this a little bit or anything? Yeah, it's hot as hell outside. Why you think I'm inside right now recording videos? Ain't shit outside. You like man, hard salami is the best, man. I don't care. It's a great snack. And you know what? For the new people that just came in, I don't do this all the time. I'm usually not this petty. Y'all done just kind of got a release episode right here where we've been going so hard on the Nolan Wells for so long that some people got in the chat and, you know what I'm saying? We just had to get them like that. West Oakland, that's what's up. The yay area. No, I don't really be jonesing on, but it just kind of saddens me and pains me when we be having these busters coming over here in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It make sure you smash the like, make sure you subscribe and all of that. So you can come on back, my guy, T Thrizzy. Oh, that's where you at. That's where you at, ADHD in Texas. We don't care where you at, Buster. This is what I want to. This what I care about, ADHD. Why you ain't having a space about this?
In terms of some of the details, especially since this was initially tried, Timothy Hudson was initially tried as a juvenile.
Look at that pure white snow roach. That snow queen. Look at that. You ain't outraged about what this animal or what he look like
in Miami.
What this animal did to that beautiful snow queen, huh? You ain't mad about that? What he did to your fellow sister? I think it's a scourge in your community and it needs to stop. I think this dude, look at him. Huh? That's what's up, T3. Manny, what's going on? Manny Guerrero, what up? Guerrero in the Harrow. You know what I'm talking about? But this is what I'm saying. Though, look at this guy. Get a look at this guy. And you got this dude ADHD over here. He said, I'm not. I honestly don't give a damn about my own life to where you got. See, that's y'all problem. He just told y'all. He's an individualist. He doesn't care about the greater YT community. And this is the reason why y'all got this type of thing running rampant. Just to share some statistics with you, right? YT males make up 26% of the U.S. population, but are responsible for 91% of the family-aside and 77% of the touchy-feely. So 9 times out of 10, literally, you one of them folks, ADHD. And I would think that your erotic, compulsive behavior to include yourself in spaces that you know, not necessarily saying that you're not welcome, but that you try to mitigate with your hate and your lies and your gaslighting. There's something wrong with you, bro. And you know what? We can take the time out to have a little intermission. You know what I'm saying? A little intervention. You know what I'm saying? Get it off your chest, man. Did your dad touch you a certain type of way when you was little? We ain't gonna tell nobody. ADHD. I'm just saying. I'm talking to you. You Twitter fingers Johnson over there. Well, come on. Okay, let's. I'm here for you, man. Open up, man. Open up, man. This a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Come on, don't hold back. Did your big brother used to fondle your little butt when you was little? What happened? Your cousin made you? Did your cousin made you go down on him or something? Come on, we know it's something like that got you so much anger and enraged, because it takes a lot of mental fuel to jump in the chat and be going like you going. I mean, you texting like 48 words a minute. Said, I'm just real with your soft fake ass. That's why you're trying to talk shit. I'm real with your soft fake ass. We can tell you white by the way you cuss, by the way you yeah. I'm just real with your soft fake ass. That's why you're trying to talk shit. You're trying to talk shit, bro. Boy, you serious? You can talk, but you can't read. No, that's how you sound when you saying it. I can read perfectly fine, but that's just how you sound when you saying. That's all you got? The way you think that I can read? I've said a lot, quite a bit for this program, and that's all you can come with. You can't dispute any of the facts that I come up with, or dispel any of the assertions that I've made. Nah. That's all you got, bro? Dude, whatever. I done read thousands of articles, fam. That's all. Matter of fact, that's how the Keep It P podcast started. I recently just started using videos. I used to bust down articles. Just read the article, and I'm very proficient at it too, sir. Sorry that you don't have more than a 5th grade education. And, reading is not fundamental for you. Uh-oh, you got a homeboy in there with you? Who's that, Volcano? Who you talking to, Volcano? You talking to me, or you talking to ADHD? Oh, you said C privilege? Oh, you probably talking to ADHD. My bad. You a bust down? Yeah. You heard what I said, boy. All right, I ain't even gonna take no more time on you. I just wanted to make sure you know that instead of coming over here talking this yimmerton, that you should be checking on these dudes that's beating up little girls that's their stepsister and still at the crib. Because there's certainly injustice going on in your community, and you ain't part of the problem. I mean, you ain't part of the solution. Instead, you wasting your time over here. Right. Okay, that's right. Instead, you wasting your time over here, you know what I'm saying, with us. Yes, man. That's what, man, bullfrog. So what had happened was, thanks for tapping in. You kind of on the tail end of a roasting session. I was going along with my program, but this dude was talking crap, so I had to put this video up, like, hey, yo, go see what's going on in your own community before you come over here talking crap. You see what I'm saying? Thanks for the honey jewels. High five to you, Taylor. Yeah, you kind of came in on the end of a roasting session, man. I don't do this all the time, bro. Oh, well, so Cuz came in, and we be having various little people in the chat, and I be having to roast them, man. It's real simple. It's all fun and games. You could probably see him on the screen. His name is ADHD. ADHD everything. Yeah, he's a local little dweeb, dork, imbecile, numbskull, dipshit, moron. I mean, we came up with a whole plethora of names during the broadcast earlier that you can go get familiar with, but he's one of those types. Thanks for tapping in, man. Where you tapping in from, bud? Bullfrog, where you tapping in from, bro? You family once you tap in, man. It said all of the above. No, not you, ADHD. Not you. It's another one. It's another ADHD everything. Not you, ADHD mesh. Nah, not you. I ain't trying to give you no. Trying to give you no strays. Just to be clear. Yeah, dude is weird. Yeah. Oh, okay. You in Arizona? That's what's up. So yeah, I don't usually do this. We had a whole program about going over these facts about Nolan Wells and this, that, and the other and third. And you know, we get the riffraff, and I'm petty as hell. I don't mind getting them. That's what it is. But we coming to the conclusion of this one. I need you to go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, man, and make sure you put on the bells for notifications, because I'm finna dip out, but I'm doing another stream at about 6 o'clock, and that was gonna take us into the evening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not you, ADHD mesh. Not you. No. You catching unintended strays from another goofball goober in the chat. Goofball goober, numbskull, imbecile, ignoramus. You know what I'm saying? Petty is a female trait. Whatever. I can't. Hey, I embrace. Hey, okay. You know, we'll dig this. Let me drop some game on you. Did you know there wouldn't be a female without a male? Yeah, that's right. Because we got the XY chromosome and they only got the XX. So really, the female come from us. But see, you wouldn't know nothing about that. So really, in essence, men have both capabilities, the feminine and the masculine. But you didn't know that, right? That's why most girls look like their dad. And I know if you got a girl, you probably got an ugly ass daughter. I already know. So drop a little game on you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Taylor. Yes. This is how we do it. Well, this is how we do it. I'm gonna teach. I'm gonna preach, and I'm gonna be super petty and get on these dudes' neck that think y'all gonna come to black spaces and tell us anything. It's time out for that, homeboy. We'll do that. And guess what? I dedicate these last 20 minutes all to you and your folks. Because I got the videos to back it up. You know, I store a plethora of videos to get at y'all with. I do. Just for these occasions. Because it's y'all that I don't like. I'm cool with the people that come in and ask questions and really genuinely try to, have concern. But you know what I'm saying? I get you. Yeah, the case is fixed, man. You right about that. The case is fixed, man. Y'all can say what y'all want, but it is what it is. But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code because I got to come back at 6 o'clock. And we got some other stuff to do. So for everybody that's still around, I need you to go ahead and subscribe for the vibes, like for the spike in the algorithm. Make sure, for all my stump downs, make sure y'all go back and hype the video. Get some of this black empowerment on the hype side of the game. I be seeing a lot of coonery, man, that they be hyping. So hype the game. I appreciate y'all tapping in for the live stream. I love all the comments. I'm answering them. Don't say nothing stupid in my comments because I'm gonna get you. And then I need you to share if you care about getting black empowerment everywhere. Please do that on all. Thanks for the jewels. You did. ADHD mesh. I appreciate that. When y'all come back, I know y'all on the vertical one, but we got a horizontal stream too. So if you like a little bigger circumference, or if you're watching it on the TV and you want to see it real big, you can switch over to the other one. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm gonna see y'all again at 6 o'clock on the dot. Go ahead. I give a shout out for all the jewels. If y'all want to drop some jewels real quick before I'm out the door, I greatly appreciate it, especially if I did my work by getting in these trolls a little bussy, by kicking troll bussy. That's all I do. Yeah, I'm cool with the people who cool with me, man. Definitely. No, you got it right on the Stewart 2004. You got it right on the head. I'm cool with people who cool with me. I got white friends. I got Mexican friends. You know, associates, I would say, friends, loved ones, homeboys, compadres. Look, you can't even get nowhere out in this world, man, without alliances with other people. So to say that you hate everybody is dumb. It's just plain dumb. That shows that you ain't moving and shaking out here in these streets. If you hate every goddamn body, you know. But people who show their true colors, that don't mean you don't keep your side, your eyebrow up. You gotta keep it on the nigga. You a ginger, black and Mexicans are my people. That's what's up. I like ginger women. I like the way ginger women will look. It's something about the red hair white girls I kind of like. I ain't never had one, but I think they're cute with the red hair and the freckles. They usually be thick too. The gingers be thick. That's probably what I really like about them. Gingers be thick as hell. But I got all black children. It's married to an ex-black wife. I don't play in the snow, just for the record. But I'm a male. I like aesthetic parts, you know, breasts and ass. You know, it's always nice to look at. You know, no matter who got it on them. You know, I'm just a guy. You know, I'm just me. You know, I like spectrums. I like booty from all across the spectrum. I do. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. And that's enough about me. That's enough about me. I'm gonna go ahead because I'm coming back at 6 o'clock, man. Tap in, man. For everybody that's on TikTok, man, y'all gotta come over to the YouTube, man. Y'all gotta come over to the YouTube so y'all can join the conversation. TikTok. I noticed that I had like 4,000 hearts on a live just like yesterday or the day before. It's a lot of y'all over there, man. Y'all gotta start coming over here to the YouTube, man, to get in the chat because this program don't allow the chats from TikTok for some reason. It do allow the chats from Twitch. Matter of fact, what's up to the couple people I see over there on Twitch? What up with you? You can say something on Twitch real quick. Let me see if I can see y'all. Because I see y'all over there on Twitch. Say something in the chat in Twitch. Let me see if they let me see y'all comments. Because I be seeing this little advertisement coming from Twitch. but I don't know if I can see the people. I always see an advertisement pop on the screen coming from Twitch sometime. Go ahead. Let me see what rep your joint. Rep your joint. Twitchers. I just start streaming on Twitch too. I know y'all like them young boys, you know what I'm saying, running around doing reckless things, but you know, we this is a little adult. Is there any adults on Twitch? You don't want to speak up, Twitchers? I was trying to give y'all a chance to shine. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds because I don't know how long the lag is or the latency. Look who just man, you know who keep bothering me while I'm sitting here? This dude. This dude keeps bothering me. Like I can't do my say what's up. Say what's up, Roscoe. Roscoe, say what's up. Look, Roscoe, look. Look, you see that? Roscoe, look. Roscoe. Dang. Roscoe over here bothering me while I'm trying to do my podcast. Look, he wants some of this. This why he being nice. Now look, he finna get on gone. Look, soon as I gave him that little piece, he want that last little piece of meat. Soon as I gave Cuz the little piece of meat, he's out of here. I already know it. That's my Sharon. That's my man's little Roscoe Jenkins. Little Roscoe over here bothering the shit out of me while I'm trying to do my podcast. I don't think I seen you tap in before we you say you Cleveland, Ohio. That's what's up, Mom. Well, welcome to the channel. Make sure y'all push that like and subscribe. I'm out of here. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the door high for show high. You already know. Yiggity.